Hello everyone and welcome back, and today I have another Q&A video for you guys. I'm trying to get these out around once or twice a week if I can, so I'm trying to get back into that Q&A grind. And of course, if you ever want to get involved in any of these Q&As and be featured in a future Q&A, then be sure to leave a comment down below with your question, or alternatively you can follow me on Twitter, and that way I will tweet out when I'm doing a Q&A, and also that way you can answer some questions as well, or I can answer some questions as well, should I say. Once again guys, I hope you all do go on to enjoy today's video, and if you do want to see more Q&As like this, be sure to let me know by leaving a like down below. Your support is always greatly appreciated. And with all that out of the way, let's jump straight into today's first question. So the first question comes from a guy named Carrion, and he asks, when did you start your YouTube channel? Now, I think I started the YouTube channel originally, I think around 1 or 2 months before GTA came out, but I didn't actually start uploading until GTA 5 actually came out. I think I uploaded 2 videos on GTA 5 itself before the release of GTA Online, and they were really bad footages actually. They were really bad, and then when GTA Online came out, that's when I started to get into the frequent uploads. I started uploading glitches, tricks, DLC information, newsy type videos, and just all kinds of stuff that of course you guys are subscribed here today for. So that's kind of how I got into YouTube, I guess you could say, or how I began, and hopefully that answered that question. Anyway, moving on to the next one, which is from a guy named Ryan, and he asks, do you think cars like the Roosevelt or the Hot Knife will be back into the game? Now, I think with the next gen versions, from what we've seen in the trailer, I think a lot of people have actually spotted this as well, some of the DLC vehicles are actually on the streets now, so I do believe that maybe the Roosevelt and the Hot Knife may be in the next gen versions, as maybe even vehicles that can drive around on the streets, or pedestrians that can drive, or vehicles that you can now purchase. I truly do believe that the Roosevelt will be back in next gen. Not too sure about current gen. Hopefully we will see them back, because I really do love the look of the Roosevelt, and I currently don't have one, so they're really rare right now, and hopefully they will be back very soon. Anyway, moving into the next question, which is from a guy called GTA 360, and he asks, do you think it's possible that we could see map expansion on next gen like North Yankton or something along them lines? Now, in the future, I truly do believe, and I'm pretty certain that Rockstar will be adding a whole new map or some kind of map expansion, but for the original release of next gen, I don't think we're going to be seeing North Yankton. Hopefully we do, because North Yankton's awesome. I remember back in the past, I think it was like patch 1.10 days, or maybe even before that, when we could get to North Yankton using a glitch, and that was absolutely awesome. I love going there, and even moving away from that, even like a whole new map, in my opinion, that is the best move that Rockstar can make DLC wise. I mean, imagine going to a whole new map, a whole new area to explore, new Easter eggs, new buildings, new characters, new vehicles. It would be crazy. I mean, that is the best movement I feel that Rockstar can make, and I truly do believe in the future that we may be seeing some kind of map expansion. So hopefully that answered that question. And now moving into the next one. So the next one comes from a guy named Steve, and he asks, what do you think the test DLC thing is on the marketplace, and when do you think it's coming? Now, for anybody who doesn't know what he's actually talking about, for anybody who hasn't actually watched my previous videos on this, basically a brand new DLC has kind of surfaced on the Xbox marketplace. That is known as the test DLC. Now, nobody currently knows what this is, and for anybody who is actually unfamiliar with the marketplace source, it's basically what was used to actually leak things like the Independence DLC, the Hipster DLC, and also the Flight School DLC, and that's how they were leaked weeks beforehand through the marketplace source. And basically a brand new entry was added to it known as test DLC. Now, currently we have no details on this, so we don't know what it is, but considering it's called test DLC, I'm presuming they're kind of testing something with this, so I presume it's something big. Hopefully it's heist. And as far as the release date goes, I believe it may be coming next Tuesday, which is I believe the 30th of September. That's the last day of September. It's also a day before the GTA Online anniversary, I believe. I may have got that wrong, but basically I believe it's coming next Tuesday. It may be coming the Tuesday after that, but take note that any entries that do come onto the marketplace source usually do actually end up coming to the game, usually within a 2-week period. So I do believe we'll be seeing it very soon, and hopefully it's something big. Anyway, moving into the second last question of the day, which comes from a guy named Evan, and he asks, do you think GTA Online is dead? Now, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion here, and for me it's kind of split into 2 segments. The good thing about GTA 5 and Rockstar themselves is that they do release DLCs every month or every other month, and that alone brings hype back to the game. It brings players back to the game who may not be playing it anymore, and in general, you know, it brings a lot of hype, and it's just generally good for the game. So after the DLCs, things do kind of dry up a little bit. You know, there's less things to do in GTA 5 then, and for me, I feel like the DLCs they've been putting out doesn't really bring too much longevity to the game. I feel like they need to put out a DLC that's going to be crazy, something that's going to bring a bit more longevity to the game, maybe a bunch of different activities that you can do, play basketball, a bunch of different mini games, and in general just little things that can definitely make the DLCs last a little bit longer. But in answer to your question, is GTA Online dead? I feel like it's not as popular as it used to be, but definitely when DLCs do come out, it brings a lot of hype back to the game. So hopefully that did answer that question, guys. And now moving into the last question of the day. So the last question is more kind of YouTube related, I guess you could say, and it comes from a guy named Experts Gamer, and he asks, what microphone do you and Dom have? Now this is something that I suggest for any YouTuber starting up, and I have the kind of default microphone on YouTube, I guess you could say, or the microphone that a lot of YouTubers use, which is known as the Blue Yeti. Now I have the default Blue Yeti, it's very cheap, and it's definitely a microphone that I do suggest to any of you out there who is wanting to start up YouTube. It's a very cheap microphone, very professional one as well, and it's just generally a great microphone. And as far as Dom, I believe he uses another good microphone as well, which is known as the AT2020. I think that's around the same price as the Blue Yeti. I believe the AT2020 is a little bit better, but once again guys, if you are starting up on YouTube or you are brand new to YouTube, I do suggest that you look up on the internet Blue Yeti or on eBay or Amazon or something along them lines, and you get yourself a Blue Yeti. It's awesome, it's very cheap, and it's definitely an awesome YouTube microphone. So hopefully that answered that question, a bit off topic there with the last question, I guess you could say, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if once again guys, if you do enjoy these Q&As, and if you do want to see more, be sure to let me know by leaving a like down below. Your support is always greatly appreciated, especially on the Q&A series. And once again, if you ever want to get involved in any of these Q&As, be sure to leave a comment down below with a question on this video, or alternatively you can follow me on Twitter, and I will also tweet out when I'm doing a Q&A, and that way you can answer or ask me a question over on Twitter as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed once again, and I guess I'll see you all tomorrow with a brand new video.